I like how this Oi.
Starts dancing.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Just edit whatever.
Hi guys, welcome back and thank you for watching our videos. Today we're going to be talking about our first month in real estate, what we went through, what to expect, or basically our feedback. And as usual, please do follow us on the other platforms we have, Instagram, Facebook. We are trying to be very active and we have a lot of updates for you today. Today we're in an amazing place and I'm going to let Kristina introduce the place for you.
We're at Coffee Me Crazy. We just found this beautiful coffee shop. It's locally owned and they have a lot of vegan options. They have gluten-free options.
We don't have any gluten-free
No gluten-free options yet, but it's amazing. But they're working on it. They're working on
They have
it.
vegan options.
But the place is amazing.
Yeah.
I have this thing called a golden latte.
Chocolate.
Milk.
Just basic. I asked for something very basic because of my diet, yeah.
But they work with your specifics and they're really cool here. We love the shop, so you should come here. It's in San Antonio. What is the address, baby?
Somewhere
We'll put the address below. Put the address below right there. See, you know what? We're a fun group of people. We're just go with the flow and just do it. But look it up in San Antonio. Coffee Me Crazy. Come visit here. We're actually going to come soon so we can try the sandwiches. We don't want to miss it. But like Gabriel said, we're here to talk about our first month as real estate agents. And I'm going to start with, don't distract me.
But it looks so good. It looks so good. Anyway, first month.
I'm going to talk about the onboarding process that we've had. EXP's onboarding process is demanding. It's a bit hectic. It's a lot of information. So it's email after email after email. You'll get like, I want to say maybe sometimes 5 emails in a day, but literally handle one at a time. Don't go from one email and then skip to the next one and then skip to the next one. You will get overwhelmed. It'll be way too much. Just take one at a time, knock it out. One at a time, knock it out, and just keep doing them over and over again. Stick with it and it'll be over before you know it. Now, Gabriel's gonna talk about the next thing for the first month.
So while Kristina was busy trying to get us onboarded on with EXP, setting up the team and all of that stuff, I've been trying to focus a little bit more on the business model. We've met with a bunch of CPAs to try and figure out how we're going to set up a company or how the money is going to flow. We've been thinking about marketing. We did a lot of design. We thought also about like how we're going to spend our time, and Kristina's going to be talking about that later on. So one thing we realized that we've been spending a lot of time working on these things and not actually doing real estate, not prospecting. So we decided finally that we're going to invest a little bit. We're going to try and delegate and grow the team. So we interviewed a bunch of people to handle our social media, and we finally settled on someone who's amazing. We're going to be introducing her soon and maybe having like a Zoom call with her because she's in New York. And we have Jared behind the camera. Say hi, Jared.
Everybody again, say hi to Jared. We introduced him in the KB Home video, but now he's our...
Yeah. And we also have AJ, who's going to be editing a lot of the videos. So we're growing the team. We're trying to delegate so we can focus more on prospecting.
Because we haven't even done any of that at all. I mean, we kind of have. We've been messaging people on Facebook, but we literally just set up a plan to really get out there.
So tell them about the plan.
Mondays will be for this. Tuesdays will be for this. And we kind of moved our days into 2-hour increments. So 2 hours will be cold calling.
Working or
just
visiting
our personal
people.
life, visiting people, going to home builders. So we literally have 2-hour increments kind of throughout our day. We want to start waking up at 6 in the morning and ending our day at 6. So we have a hard stop at 6 and we feel like we had a productive day and we have more time for ourselves at the end of the night. Also, along with the weekly plan, we created a weekly budget. No, not a weekly budget, just a budget. So I was used to the weekly. I like a weekly budget. That sounds really cool. But anyways, we set up a budget kind of monthly. We went over all of our expenses. What do we have month to month? How much can we put towards marketing before we start making money with real estate? When we do make real estate, what are we going to do? How are we going to allocate the funds? So it's kind of just, this first month, it's been
hectic
because I think we've been focusing more on the business aspect of being a real estate agent than actually being a real estate agent. But once we get all of this down, we will definitely hit the ground running with real estate.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes people, they do the job first and then they learn as they go along, or they realize, oh, I didn't do that, or I should have done that. Whereas I think we're trying to interview a lot of people, just like we did with choosing a brokerage, you know. We interview a lot of people, we watch a lot of YouTube videos as well, and we try and learn from other people and then implement things correctly from the beginning. Yeah.
And at the same time, I think we didn't want to mess up with Trek because that's like a huge nightmare for us. Like, we can barely afford some funds right now. We can't afford like a $5,000 fine from Trek. So we're like, we should get the knowledge first, and then it'll be set in stone, and then we can just kind of move forward with our life.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Full stop.
How has this new transition affected y'all's relationship?
It's definitely been interesting. We've grown much stronger and much closer, but it's also added a lot of stress. Like a lot of stress.
Yeah, we've definitely had to figure out a work-life balance, and we've had to learn limits for each other. And when someone needs a hard stop at a certain time, or we just know we're done at the end of the day, we've learned like, okay, I need to kind of just back off, stop talking about work, just kind of start chilling and relaxing and zoning out throughout the day.
Like it took a couple of times, like when I start working or I get really into the zone, like it's very hard for me to just check out or to see other people. And it took Kristina a couple of times having to come, look me in the eyes and be like, babe, I'm done for today. Enough, I'm done. You know, and
he had to learn how to adapt to that as well, because he can't just like full stop, like, no, I can't just like drop what I'm doing. So I've kind of had to learn how to be like, okay, babe, I'm really getting to a point where I'm done. And he's like, okay, give me 30 minutes. And I give him 30 minutes, and we kind of work through that.
Yeah, exactly. Communication has proven to be super essential. Super essential. Like, I mean, like, it's kind of intuitive. Any couple need really good communication, but especially if you want to work together, if you want that business to develop and to grow, you need to be able to separate between life and what happens with the business. And that was quite hard at certain points. In fact, actually, we had a major fight on a day that we were supposed to do an open house. And we kept on pushing through, and we were going to do the open house while we were getting at each other necks. Luckily, the open house got canceled.
Yeah,
and we
it was weird how it worked out that way.
Yeah, and we were just able to focus on our fight instead.
But yes, the stress really got to us. And it wasn't just the stress from the working together. I think it was stress from life in general. I was going through something personal. He was going through something personal as well. So it was kind of like all of this. And then we both wanted the same thing. So we're just like, no. And we almost, we hit a huge breaking point.
Yeah.
And we kind of were just like, okay, he started to like, I'm waving my right flag here. I'm reaching out to you with an olive branch, and I finally gave in, and I was like, you're right. So we definitely had to learn how to communicate through that.
Thing that we learned, it's from the fight. It's not actually the fight, because the fight was super stupid. We were fighting about the rain, right? Literally about the rain. But what we learned from that is to be able to communicate afterwards, when you calm down, when you reach out, be like, what was that all about? What's going on with you?
What was the core reason of what the struggle was? And it was just kind of a power struggle. And you really have to learn in working together in business that it's not a power struggle. You are a team. You do need to work better together. And I think that fight really just after that, things kind of mellowed out. We just kind of learned to really respect each other and face each other and just be completely vulnerable.
Yeah.
And I love him so much for it. He's the best. Sorry. Okay.
What do y'all have planned next?
What do we have planned next? We continue to be held accountable. So we'll keep in contact with our mentor, Mark Longoria. And every week we're going to him. We have weekly meetings with him every Thursday. And we're like, hey, this is what we're going to do the next week. And if we don't do it, punish us. So we're gonna continue to be held accountable to each other, to him, to y'all. We really want to make it. We really want to be super successful, and we have super goals and super dreams. We really want to make it. And how else are we gonna do that, baby?
Well, specifically for next month, we want to start focusing more on marketing, like some Facebook ads, Red X. We want to go door to door.
In our geofarming area.
Mm-hmm. We're doing more printouts, more designs. What else are we doing?
We're gonna do another photo shoot, some more from our professional pictures.
Yeah.
We're literally
Business
just going,
cards.
literally, since now that we've delegated duties, which you were talking about, we're literally just going to get out there. We're just going to move, and get out there.
That's pretty much it, folks.
Yes.
Again, thank you for watching so far. Please give us your feedback. Let us know what you think, what kind of videos you want us to make for you. If you have any question, reach out. Our phone number is 210-504-5301.
So yes,
I remembered
I'm
it.
so proud of you.
I remembered it.
Like us on Instagram, follow us on us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Do it right now. Click the bell, get notifications. Come on, you like it, you love us.
Thanks.
Oh, that's much better. Thank you. Well, we almost broke up about 2 weeks ago, so.
Over rain, some rain.